Welcome back to our AIX podcast. Today we are with Rami from Lebanon. He's one of our experts and he comes from digital marketing. And that's basically what I would like to talk with you today, Rami. But before we go into the depths of the marketing and AI, please start with a short introduction about yourself.
Sure. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for having me. So today I've crossed 9 years into the digital marketing space. For the last 3 years, I've been managing 3 million euros in yearly ad spends for in Google Ads for global brands in France. And I've had my own experience in building my own startup in India like 7 years ago. I've been through a lot in
Oh,
when it comes to startup journeys,
what was
and
what was the startup about in India?
we were developing a smart cover for smartphones.
Ah,
Yeah, that was my
interesting.
first entrepreneurial journey. Yeah. Like we stayed there for around 3 years. We developed the product. We didn't go into market, but it was a really great experience, and that's where I invested a lot into my learning. I learned a lot about business operations, team management, digital marketing, all that kind of stuff. But then I came back to Lebanon, and most of my activities were related to digital marketing, e-commerce, advertising, social media management, all that kind of stuff. So fast forward to November 2022 when I saw ChatGPT, and I thought this is where I'm gonna be spending most of my time from now on. And
Mm,
that's what happened. I started investing all of my time, my learning, my money on AI tools, on courses, all that, all the AI space. And by the beginning of this year, I'm fully an AI strategist, advisor, and trainer. I've trained more than 150 people already on AI, prompt engineering, and developing AI agents.
mm,
And I provide these as services as well.
mm. So basically, when ChatGPT came out, this was your pivotal moment that you say, AI, this is the technology I need to invest in. Or do you have any special moment in ChatGPT where you say, wow, this is the tool, this I go into this and do everything now with ChatGPT?
Uh, the pivotal moment was when I tried Mid-Journey. So, like
Ah, okay.
yeah, when I first tried ChatGPT, I knew this is something I have to master. So I already started
Hmm.
learning it in depth. But when Mid-Journey came out and I started testing Mid-Journey, that was the pivotal moment because when I was young, I always wanted to be a movie director. But that never happened. So I always had that desire. So then Mid-Journey came in, and a few months later, or maybe a few weeks later, Runway came in, and they had this the initial video creation kind of thing, and using AI. Or like you add motion to your images using AI. And when I tested that, I created a short movie trailer for one of my favorite movies, which was Interstellar. So I recreated a new trailer for it, and that was the pivotal moment. That's when I realized the world is literally going to be different from now on in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So I think marketing is probably the function which is using AI the most. But if you had to name three, four, five use cases from your daily work in marketing, what do you think are the most transformative use cases when it comes to AI and marketing?
Okay, nice question. So I think the same thing that happens in marketing also happens in many other domains, which is the research
Mm,
phase. So in marketing, like especially when we're talking about let's say content marketing and social media content specifically and all that strategic part, it is basically the result of a whole lot of research. So like 70% of the work is actually research, researching the audience, the competition, the market, the pain points, the trends, all that kind of stuff. And from what I've seen when it comes to marketing, AI has a lot to offer when it comes to the research phase, which is actually 70% of what marketing really is, in addition to the data analysis and all that kind of stuff. So I've seen a lot of good results in enhancing the research phases in marketing strategies. Like
Mhm.
some things would normally take around 2 to 3 weeks just to research a certain topic for a certain audience. With AI, it can take probably 2 3 days max. So the ability to scrape the internet, the ability to analyze large documents, and to really extract the golden nuggets that you need. In addition to that,
Mhm.
the data that the AI has already been trained on, you can somehow draft a lot of the pain points or the things that your target audience might be facing by simply communicating with the AI as if it was the persona that you're targeting, because it has already been trained on that data. Yeah, that has reduced a lot of these processes, and like the whole content strategy uh, got reduced from 1 month to 5 days, like one working week.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's
that
one
is
use case.
definitely true.
Another use case is sales, and
Mhm.
especially when it comes to personalized outreach. So I've developed, for example, an AI agent where you literally just provide it a LinkedIn URL, profile, and the name, and the AI agent would go ahead and uh, actually scrape the LinkedIn profile. It would extract the last 50 posts to understand this person. It would go and scrape the website of the company that this person works at, and then identify three key benefits that me, as Archer Labs, let's say, or Rami, I can provide to this person, and creates a very well written introductory LinkedIn message or email that I can send to this person. And it's very personalized, it's very touches the pain points or the key benefits that this person might get. And this can happen in bulk. So
Mhm.
personalization in bulk is a huge advantage when it comes to AI. It's a game changer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think these are the main two. Of course, when it comes to content writing, if I had to mention a third use case, content writing using
Mhm.
AI has been, I think, in one way misunderstood, and in another way overestimated, and somehow it was underestimated as well. So I think, from what I've seen, like my best posts on LinkedIn were all written by AI. My best posts.
Really?
Yeah. And the reason behind that is, once you have a proven framework, if you have a framework, a copywriting framework, and you have a research framework, let's say if your content is actually built on an audience research, on understanding the pain points
Mhm.
and understanding the clear message that you want to give from this post. And in addition to that, you have a copywriting template or framework that you're writing and you're giving to the AI. uh, that's when you can actually get high quality content from the AI. Otherwise, you will get all these robot sounding stuff that a lot of people hated, and they underestimated the capabilities because they've given it just some context about the content that they want. But what I've seen is the process can be a little longer, but the result can be much, much better.
Mhm. When it comes to tools you are using, what are the, let's say, your preferred tools in marketing when it comes to AI tools?
Uh, like um, like tools, they're still the same. Like the top tools are
Uh,
always the same. They've all integrated AI into it, but I'm talking more about the AI kind of agents that you can build.
mhm.
Uh, like you can build AI agents that can use certain tools, and you can train them on frameworks. So I'm gonna give you an example. I have an AI agent. I call him Rodolf.
Mhm.
He is my temptalizer. And what he does is, let's say I was scrolling on LinkedIn and I see a post that I like it caught my eye, and I can definitely see that this is a good post, and I would like to use something similar to this, but for my topic, for my audience. And what I would simply do is I would copy the post, I would give it to Rodolphe, and Rodolphe would create a template from that post. So the template is something like, let's say the post said something similar to like the biggest misconception about management among
Hmm.
leaders, let's say. That's how the post started. What Rudolf would do is he
Uh-huh.
would give me something that would sound like the biggest misconception about topic among audience segment, and he would add these brackets. So it's a template that can be rewritten to any other topic, to any other audience. And so what I would do is I would take this template, I would give it to my other assistant, who is Rosie, an AI
Uh-huh.
agent,
Rudolf and
and
Rosi.
yeah, and she creates the actual content that I use because she has the topics. I've walked her already through the brainstorming process to come up with the ideas, with the pain points, and all that kind of stuff for my target audience. So I just give her a template. I give her my own personal insights, which is a very important aspect. I give her my point of view, and I can just like I start writing. Like I would tell her, in my opinion, I think this and that should happen. If this happens, this is not good, all that kind of stuff. And then she would write a post that is based on the template that I have provided, which is a very good copywriting template. It has my own personal touch, my own ideas, my
Uh-huh.
own thoughts.
Mm.
It's just well written.
Uh-huh.
So that's when it comes to
So you
content
so you
in
trained
marketing.
Rosie and Rudolf very well.
Yeah,
So they are like really individual assistants who really understand you, really know you, and who know what you like.
exactly.
Amazing.
That's right.
So you are giving a lot of training, I guess, individual training to professionals. Is this mostly in the area of marketing, or you also in other areas?
It's also in other areas. It depends on the background of the person, the like that I'm training. But like half of the training usually is the same, especially for non-tech people.
Mm,
So when I'm dealing with non-tech people, the first and the most important part is prompt engineering, which is the fundamental skill. So prompt engineering is the
mhm.
same for everyone, and then we would
Yes.
apply it differently depending on the domain.
So if you take the normal person you are normally giving trainings to, um, how long it takes for them to learn prompt engineering in the way you do, so that they really understand how to work with AI tools, how to do the right prompts that the or how to do the prompts that the right results are coming out. How is your experience? How long this normally takes?
Um, so this also depends, I think, on how advanced the person wants to get. The least,
Mm,
it would be like 1 week, which that includes the training that the practice that he has to do on his own. So let's say I give a course right now or a training that would last for around 3 hours, but then after that,
uh-huh.
for a whole week, that person should practice what he just learned. Otherwise, it won't really stick. He won't really get the benefits.
And how do you make sure that he or she really practices this?
So I keep on improving this process. I'm in the process of trying to find ways like to give certain assignments, especially for the people who want to be able to develop their own custom GPTs or custom AI agents. So there are a lot of assignments that you can actually give. Like by the end of next week, we should have an AI agent that can do this, this, and that, for example.
Mm,
That's one way. Another way, if it's not, if it doesn't include an agent, is a certain expected outcome that I'm expecting from their work with ChatGPT or Claude or any other LLM. So let's say we choose an end project that is relevant to their need, because at the end of the day, if someone comes and he or she wants to learn prompt engineering, they have something in mind they want to
mm,
achieve. So based on
mhm,
that, we put a goal like, okay, so by the end of next week, we should be able to get this, this, and that from ChatGPT. And based on that, we
mhm,
can start to kind of identify how good they are.
mhm, mhm. Understand. But let's come back to marketing and sales. So I think you know a lot of companies, or you got in contact with many companies from also different countries. How do you see the level of AI usage when it comes to sales and marketing in random companies?
It's still relatively low, and but there is a lot of openness. So I think we're right now in a stage of experimentation more than
Mhm.
full integration. Like we are always getting new tools every day. We always have new frameworks to work on every single day, something that's better. And even our frameworks that we do, we're still optimizing. We're already seeing results, but I think most of the people are still a little skeptical in when it comes to trusting the technology. They know it's powerful, but they just don't have enough trust that it will
Mhm.
be rightly integrated, and they don't know how long it would take to really have a fully optimized service that can take them from point A to B.
Mm.
So it
You think that's the persons, I mean the employees, the people working in the company, or it is more the management of the companies that they are afraid to use these tools, that information got spreaded, or that they overestimate the complexity, or yeah, what do you think is more important?
Yeah, from what I see, the management, very few have really taken bold actions when it comes to AI, when it comes to the
Mm.
management. Employees are afraid, that's for sure. And but I think it's more of a strategic thing. Like AI is more of a strategic thing. It's not a technical thing. I think the first reaction that most companies did was they threw it at their IT team. That's what they did. But that I don't like. That's not what AI is for. It's not just another tool. AI is a whole technology that requires a full strategic realignment. So it does require
Mm.
decision makers and founders to be very involved, and they need to understand how it works because it will impact the way they will think about the next 5 years. And that didn't happen for quite a long time. I think, like in the past, maybe 3 months and onwards, that's when I started seeing more founders and more decision makers really stepping in and taking it a little more on their hands and not
Uh-huh.
only considering it as a technology that they can just provide to their tech people.
So when you work as a trainer for companies, how do you convince them to hire you? Because basically, you said that there's a lot of reluctance among the management when it comes to AI. So you need to convince them in a certain way that this is the right moment now, that the people in the company got trained. So what are your arguments towards companies, basically convincing them that the moment is right and that all their fears are probably not the right ones, and they should really start going the AI way now?
One thing is the content that I post, honestly. That's the first way that I connect and try, like I do the convincing even before approaching the company. So that's what
Okay,
I
so so the ones talking with you, they're already convinced. Yeah.
yeah, kind of exactly. Because that's what I talk about on, especially on LinkedIn. I always talk about the importance of AI. I tackle these fears and these frustrations that these decision makers have already.